All right. Greetings, Kiss Nation. This can be a Kiss topic. And not only is it a Kiss topic, it's a Kiss topic with my good friend, of a channel friend in general, Xander from Kiss Army Things. How you doing today, my man?
Hey man, I'm doing pretty good. Good to be back with you. I've had a long week, so I'm glad to be sitting here talking Kiss with you. It's good to be back. Thanks for having me.
No problem. I've kind of stepped away from doing content creation on all accounts. So it's kind of nice to get back and talk some Kiss Army thing,
Absolutely.
Kiss Army things, if you will.
There you go. Perfect. Perfect. Yes, perfect reference. There you go. Exactly. Yeah, all things Kiss Army. And today is going to be a fun episode, no doubt.
It is, and one thing I haven't made any acknowledge on since I've been away. This past January it was 13 years on January 10th, but I've made my first Super Kiss channel.
It was how many years?
13 years.
Wow. Congratulations, man. That's crazy. That's a long time.
Yeah.
How many of you made at this point? Do you know?
It
Too hard to keep track?
It's hard to keep track, but it's been a wild ride.
Oh yeah, I can only imagine.
Because ever since YouTube I've lost the accounts due to YouTube BS and recent BS of the whole Loomis thing.
Yeah.
But I think I'm not going to dive into all my whole YouTube history, but that's a story for another time.
But still, 13 years is awesome.
Yeah, but having been in contact with you and all the other members of the Kiss community on YouTube, I think this time has been like the best time of my life as being on YouTube.
Super Kiss 1400?
Yeah.
1400 is the magic number. There you go. Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. So anyways, before we get into our experiences of seeing Kiss Street bands, there are a few Kiss Street bands that have announced going on tour.
Okay.
There was one Kiss Street band called Alive and Kissin'. They've announced a spring tour for this coming year.
Okay.
And they got their tour starting in March. They have their tour is kind of small. They're like a Canadian Kiss tribute band.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And start things off are in Nana Mayo. If I pronounced that name wrong, I'm sorry. For any Canadians out there that watch me and Xander, my apologies.
Our apologies, yeah.
But that's on Saturday, March 1st at the Globe Live Studio. Then there's a Brackendale Art Gallery, Saturday, March 15th. Then there's Maple Ridge Wolf Bar, Saturday, April 15th. Then there's Cobble Hill Cobblestone Pub, Saturday, May 3rd. Then Chili Whack, Saturday, June 14th. So that's their tour.
Chili Whack, that's a good one.
Yeah.
What was the other one? Cobblestone Pub? That sounds like a pretty cool place.
Yeah. I've seen footage of Alive and Kissin'. The first time I saw them on footage, it was like 2023. Vera Jean was in the monster outfit.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. I've never heard of Alive and Kissin' before, so I might have to go and check them out.
Yeah. I would recommend what they did last year for their holiday concert. They were in like the Love Gun era.
Very cool.
Now for Mr. Speed.
Woo!
Yeah.
Yes,
now,
sir.
Now, Mr. Speed has something very interesting, which we will talk about, because they're doing something that no United States Kiss band is doing. Okay, for February 22nd, they're going back to the Goodyear Theater in Akron, Ohio. Makes sense because they're based out in Ohio.
Very true. Absolutely. Yep. Their old stomping grounds, probably.
Yeah. Then they're going to Michigan. I'm not going to try to pronounce where they are playing in Michigan, but it's the Capital Civic Center. Again, excuse the stuttering.
No, you're good.
Yeah. We're playing another start in Michigan, which is I'm not going to try to pronounce it. I know it's someone Claire, Au Claire. I just may have just fucked the whole thing up.
Is it Euclair?
Yeah,
EAU?
yeah,
Euclair. Okay, yeah, just Euclair, I think is what it is.
yeah. Then still in Michigan for April 4th, Wausau, Michigan, Wausau, Wisconsin. The whole thing's in Wisconsin. I said that I just kept fuck the entire thing up.
Oh, you said Michigan, but meant Wisconsin.
Yeah, I can't read
Euclair,
apparently.
Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Okay, for sure. That's all right.
Yeah. Then for May 9th, Woonsocket RI. I think that's Rhode Island or something.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. So they're going all over the place.
Yeah. Stadium Theater. Then, where I saw them last year, Irwin, PA for Lamp Theater, August 22nd.
Oh, so is that where you said you saw them there?
Yeah.
Are you going to go see them there again this year?
I don't know.
For sure.
Yeah. They're playing there on the 22nd of August and the 23rd of August.
Okay, gotcha.
Then, now we're getting into the good stuff. This is January 30th of next year, 2026.
Oh, wow.
They're playing at the Forum Carlin in Czech Republic.
Wow. Well, not only are they booked out far, but they're also thinking international. Wow.
Yeah. Then January 31st, they're playing in Ostrava, where Kiss played on the Sonic Boom tour.
Wow. Has any Kiss tribute band played in Czech Republic and any of these places before? Not that I've ever heard of. That's pretty wild.
Well, the only Kiss tribute band that's ever played in Ostrava is Kiss Forever Band, because
okay.
They're the number one European band.
Yeah, they're really fantastic. I've seen some of their stuff as you, I think, sent me some clips. They are fantastic.
Yeah, they're like a good representation of the current lineup.
Yeah, of our Kiss, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's basically pretty much it. Because then in February 1st of next year, they're playing still in Czech Republic. So that's pretty cool. Because Mr. Speed is trying to make history. They're being the first in the United States Kiss tribute band to play in Europe.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's wild. I mean, obviously they're very, very active in the States, but I've never heard of them going over to random places like that. So that's pretty cool. They've already got 2026 locked in. So I wish they'd come around here to Indiana. I feel like when they usually come around here, they usually go up north and we're in the South. So yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the only time they actually came close to me was when they went to West Virginia, which that was only a one-time deal. And I got lucky and saw them there, but they're not going to come to Virginia ever.
Yeah, that was still really lucky, though.
Yeah. But speaking of Mr. Speed, I did see them a second time around in 2024.
Oh, just last year?
Yeah.
I think I remember you saying something about that. Yeah, okay.
It wasn't at the Lamp Theater. It was at one of their usual hotspots at the Arcada in St. Charles.
Okay, for sure. Right on.
And because 2024 was a rough year for me and my family for lots of reasons, I've gone into great detail about that on many channel update videos, and this video is not going to be one of them. I mean, I even made a video when I paid tribute to your channel and podcast. I said that video is one for the shitter.
Yeah, I do remember. I remember that video. Yeah, and thank you for the tribute. But I'm sorry that last year was a shitty one. Hopefully, this one's starting off a little bit better.
So far, it has been. But anyways, to get away from all the sadness and shit, I basically said, Mr. Speed is playing at the Arcada. Why not go see them? Because Kiss has always kind of brought me a lot of joy and happiness, and most importantly, escape.
Absolutely, 125%.
Yeah. So I'm going to go up to my BitChute channel because BitChute is kind of like my source of Patreon. I use it for like exclusive stuff also.
Oh, okay, cool.
So they played at the Arcada Theater in St. Charles on the 9th, 9/27 of 2024.
Mm-hmm.
And the set list, it's kind of the same of what I saw at Lamp Theater, but there are some differences. And the differences were, yeah, Creatures of the Night is still the opener, and Deuce is still the second song, and Heaven's on Fire is still the third song, and Radioactive is still the fourth song. What they changed was Detroit Rock City is now the fourth song,
Oh, okay.
which I did not expect that.
That is a killer set.
Yeah, it is. And since the Arcada Theater is a more bigger venue than the Lamp Theater, they brought in their full stage.
Nice.
And they actually had like a stage piece from the Unmasked tour made by the original company that built Kiss's stage from the Love Gun era to the Creatures of the Night era.
Dang. See, I know they're legit, but I mean, they just seem to keep like, they keep elevating themselves and one-upping themselves. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah. Dr. Love was in the set list, but that's like to me, that's always like, you have to have that song in there.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
Yeah, and the minute I heard the Gene Simmons say, "Let me see your hands," I got immediately energized.
Oh, yeah, you have to, right?
Yeah, because like I immediately felt back to like End of the Road tour whenever Gene announced that.
Yes, absolutely. That was always like the best. Anytime Gene or Paul said, "Let me see your hands," "Let me hear you, people," it was like, "Yep."
Yeah, and there was one song that they didn't play in Pittsburgh, but they played in this show that I never expected to hear live from.
Okay.
Not from Kiss, not from anyone. It was I.
Oh, from the Elder. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I swear to you, Xander, when I heard like that Eric Carr drum intro, it was fucking nailed perfectly. I swear to you, I thought that was Eric Carr himself.
Yeah, their drummer, man, looks just like him, and it's wonderful. I'm glad they're doing the Eric Carr era some justice.
Yeah. Another thing that I was kind of hoping, but when Rich Kosak was saying how many of you people have seen Kiss on End of Road tour, there was a couple songs that kind of went through my mind because like before Rich said what the song was, I was thinking, Tears Are Falling, Say Yeah, stuff like that. Let Me Go Rock and Roll, 100,000 Years, stuff like that. Before Rich said Soft Rock Relief, I was like, oh, it's Making Love.
Oh, for sure. Okay.
Yeah, and I was like, it's kind of like so many cool deep stuff Kiss did bring out on the End of the Road. Like I said, Let Me Go Rock and Roll, 100,000 Years, Tears Are Falling, which that's not necessarily a deep cut, that's a hit off of Asylum.
Yeah. Even Hide Your Heart at the beginning of the tour.
Yeah,
right?
Hide Your Heart, which songs Mr. Speed did play back in the past with Joe Hess and Andrew Scambatti. I don't know about Say Yeah, but they did play Where Lightning Strikes.
Mr. Speed did?
Yeah.
Nice.
They did. It was not met with a round of applause. It was more met with, why the fuck are you playing this?
I would have dug it.
Well, so would have I.
Yeah, but we're apparently, of course, yeah.
But not the older generation of Kiss fans dug it.
No.
Of course, I was also considering maybe Crazy Nights, but no. When Mitch Rich said Rock and Roll Over, I was like, it's Making Love. Which,
for sure.
It also sealed it when he said, we're playing something from the final shows. It's like, oh, that even sealed it more.
Yeah.
Which is like, I get it, but you also can't. What am I trying to say? You have to think other songs Kiss from the End of the Road tour also. not just Making Love.
Yeah.
Making Love is a great song, but there are a lot more cooler songs, in my opinion, that Kiss did on that tour, not besides that song.
Yeah, I agree. Parasite was one of them. That was
Yeah.
fantastic. I saw Parasite in Fort Wayne and just about had a heart attack. It was awesome.
Yeah, I think
First and only time I got to see it.
Yeah, Charlottesville was the only time I got to see Parasite, and I almost shit myself.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh my gosh, it's one of the best songs that, I mean, it's one of my favorite Kiss songs, and obviously Eric Singer just kills it on the drums every time. Gene's vocals are powerful. It's a heavy hitter live. So to see it sixth row on their last tour was truly remarkable. I loved it.
Yeah. All right, so like I said, if I've shared this concert on my BitChute channel, it's on my Rumble channel. That was like before I shared it on my YouTube channel. So if you want to see it, it's on my YouTube page also.
Sweet.
But for a Kiss concert that is not on YouTube, the Kiss My Ass concert that I saw.
Oh, okay.
They played on the 11th. It's like, I think it's 11/03 of 2024.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a little bit before, a little bit after I saw Mr. Speed.
Okay.
So this is all after all the sad shit happened, and try to get over the sad shit. I need another Kiss experience.
Absolutely, another dose of Kiss.
Yeah. And Kiss My Ass is using the Love Gun costumes, but the cool thing about Kiss My Ass is I don't see them as 77, 78 Kiss. I see them more as 96, 97 Kiss.
Okay. Like reunion era. I see.
Yeah, but mostly when I look at the Paul Stanley and Gene Simmons, because that's mostly because of their body style.
Mm-hmm.
The way the Paul Stanley is built, the way the Gene Simmons is built, they look like Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley from 96, 97.
That's cool.
And it gives away the way the Paul Stanley moves. He moves like later year Paul Stanley when he does that leg shuffle.
Oh yes. The back and forth with the heels.
Yeah. Like 77, Paul Stanley would not have done that.
No, not that I can think of, at least.
I can't think of like Love Gun era Paul Stanley from like the Knights in Satan's Service craze doing that.
Yeah.
But anyways, they had a killer set list, and they had a lot more 80s songs. But there's some cool 70s stuff in here. Starting off with Detroit Rock City.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's Deuce.
Perfect one, too.
Then Shout It Out Loud. Then there's Do You Love Me? Then there's New York Groove.
Nice, that's a good one.
Yeah. Then Dr. Love, which the way this band introduced Dr. Love is kind of funny. Because you know how Gene and Paul on the end of the road tour kind of like was goofing on each other? Like Paul would walk up to Gene and start poking at Gene's armor.
Yeah.
That was hilarious. But,
yeah, that was a fun little moment.
Yeah, but for Kiss My Ass, when Gene walked up to the microphone and said, Dr. Paul!
Dr. Paul.
that immediately gave it away. Then,
that's a good one.
Then the Paul was like, Dr. Paul. No, it's Dr. Love.
Nice. That's a good one. That's a fun moment. I can see that being awesome live.
Yeah, it was. Then It Sure Knows Something, which that's a good song.
Oh, wow. I would love to hear that one played live by a tribute band.
Yeah.
And done well.
It was done well. And I remember an episode long ago on your podcast, you said that Paul would always screw up the lyrics.
He would always shuffle the lyrics around from the original recording to Unplugged to Kiss Alive 4. I feel like each one was a little bit different.
Well, I can safely tell you this guy did not do that.
He had the original Dynasty lyrics.
Yeah.
Good,
And
nice.
and the lighting was pretty good also.
Oh, okay.
Like I don't really talk about the lighting when it comes to Kiss tribute bands, but Kiss My Ass has a really good light crew.
That's awesome. Was it like a purple for like Dynasty or whatever?
It was like red and green.
Red and green. Nice.
Yeah. And Fits Like a Glove. I did not expect Fits Like a Glove, but the minute I heard that it's like, holy shit, am I hearing Fits Like a Glove?
They played that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's a deep cut for sure.
Yeah.
And
And,
a pretty fast and heavy one.
and the minute I heard the I was like, yeah, it fits like a glove.
Yeah. That's a dead giveaway.
Yeah. That was fun. Like for someone who's a fan of the 80s, because the 80s Kiss was like when I first got into the studio albums.
Okay.
Like I love Fits Like a Glove.
That's a good track. It's a underrated track for sure.
Oh yeah.
And it was played live for so long, I feel like.
It was played live throughout the entire non-makeup career, minus Revenge and Kiss My Ass tour.
Right. That's so wild.
But yeah, 2000 Man was played. Then your wife would appreciate this. They played My Way live.
Oh, wow. That's a good one. I cannot believe they even attempted that. We listened to Crazy Nights the other day in the car. That's a good one.
Yeah. It's more of this is kind of like a medley. It's half of My Way, half of Crazy Nights. Then they did Turn On the Night.
Hey, man, that's a pretty good medley. If you're going to do a medley, that's a pretty good medley.
Yeah. But still, I know watching your podcast, your wife likes the song My Way.
Yes, she does. And I'll Fight Hell to Hold You.
Yeah. Which they did not play.
No, that's all right, though. But still, My Way. I mean, that's really cool. That's like another one, like, if it's like a glove, it's just one you don't expect.
Yeah. Obviously, one you got to expect is I Love It Loud, which they did play.
That's a good one. Okay, for sure.
Then one that completely threw me the fuck off was You Make Me Rock Hard off of Smashes.
What?
I know.
Oh my gosh! First of all, I love that track. I think that track is one of my favorite. It's one of my favorite deep cuts of Kiss. But man, I can't imagine that one being played live. And they were in makeup, in costume.
Yes.
Shit, you should have got a video of that one, dude. That's a moment right there.
Like I said, the whole footage is up on my BitChute channel.
Oh shit! Well, there you go, right there. That'd be a great fucking clip to see.
Yeah, like if you want to check it out, you can check it out over there.
Absolutely.
Then there's God of Thunder, and I think you'll appreciate how they handled God of Thunder. They did the typical "oh yeah, all right" thing, but during the whole drum solo, the drum intro thing, the Gene said "let's go" during the drum intro.
Nice. Let's go.
Yeah, which is what Kiss should have done on the End of the Road tour. Keep the drum intro, and Gene could have still said "let's go."
Yeah, I don't know why they took out the drum intro. That just made no sense to me.
Yeah, when originally on the End of the Road tour, they did two stupid things. One, drop the bass intro, and drop the drum intro. But around some half of the tour, they brought the bass intro back and dropped, and still had no drum intro.
Yeah, and that just, I don't know, it just, something felt like it was missing. That anticipation, that, marching start, it just was missing the whole time.
Well, yeah. Plus, it felt empty without the drum intro and the bass intro. It just, the whole thing felt empty. When we get into the guitar, it was like, I think you missed a few things.
Yeah, it just felt like it was a little too immediate and there was no build-up.
Yeah. I noticed it was empty a little bit. It felt empty when he tried it out on the Kiss cruise in 2018. It's like, this feels wrong.
Okay, yeah, for sure.
Like, it felt wrong to not do the intro, both intros exactly, and it just like, you fucked up your whole song.
You threw off the groove.
Yeah. I'm sorry, but you threw off our entire groove.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, but Kiss sort of fixed it by giving back by allowing Gene to do the intro.
Yeah, the
But
bass intro helps.
yeah, but not letting Eric do the drum intro is like,
Yeah, it just feels weird.
It felt weird, but hey, at least Kiss My Ass still did it properly.
Yeah, absolutely. That is really cool. I'll have to check that out because again, I'm not really too familiar with Kiss My Ass, but I'll have to check them out. Sounds pretty awesome.
Yeah, very good band. After God of Thunder, it was Love Gun, which since they were in a theater, but Paul Stanley walked it out into the crowd and sang Love Gun on like the top floor of the theater.
Oh, wow. Nice. That's fun.
And a lot of people from the theater were like grabbing their cell phones and trying to film it because they had like Paul Stanley, in air quotations, standing right next to them.
That's pretty cool. That's a moment for everybody right there. That's total rock and roll. I love it.
Yeah. That was a cool moment.
Yeah.
Then we got Black Diamond, I Was Made for Loving You. And another cool thing that was pretty cool was they did the whole thing where they took a picture with them in the crowd, same that thing that Kiss did in the road tour, and in other previous tours also. Kiss was known for doing that in like other tours also, not just in the road.
No, I love that too. That's always been one of the fun things. I can think back to when they were doing that on the tour in 2012. That was something that was always fun. Was at the end of the concert. I have a few of them from the shows that I was at. That's really cool that they were doing it too. It's awesome. Did they post it to their Facebook? Did you get to see it afterwards?
I don't know if they have like social media. They used to have a website, but now my website's kind of shut down.
Ah, I gotcha.
Yeah, like some Kiss bands are easy to follow, and some are just hard to find.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Then we did Ask Me for Loving You, and then we did Rock and Roll All Night. Ask Me for Loving You was pretty easy to guess because like the Paul Stanley just kind of did the whole do thing into the crowd.
Yeah,
and
that was an easy guess.
Yeah, I've been having like voice issues, so I'm not even going to attempt to do the whole do thing.
I understand.
Yeah. But anyways, Rock and Roll Night was the typical closer. And no, it was a good show. I was kind of impressed that they put on a hell of a good show, which I was impressed by both bands.
Nice. That's always good.
Excuse me.
No, you're fine.
And anyways, that was my two Kiss bands I saw to close out 2024. And what about you, man? I know you saw a few.
So, in 2024, we got to see Mini Kiss for the first time. And we came across that by accident. I wasn't even looking for, Mini Kiss or even, Kiss tribute bands. I was looking for ticket stubs from previous shows in Indiana. And I Google searched Kiss Tickets Indiana, on eBay and various places, and just did a broad search on Google, and ended up seeing tickets for Mini Kiss. And so Daphne and I went and saw them and had a wonderful time. Of course, I mean we had never. It had been a while since we'd seen a Kiss tribute band, and Mini Kiss we'd never seen before. And I had heard of Mini Kiss because they've been around for so long, but that was the original incarnation. So this one, as we all know, is a little bit different and a little bit more beefed up. And, the performance was fantastic. And you could tell that the guys who are on stage as the characters, they know the role, they know the music, they know the stuff. They love it. And we had a wonderful time, even though it was like probably 110 degrees. We stood there probably second row and was just cheering and clapping, having a great time. I did get a lot of footage, and I'm sure you've seen it, but we did a whole review on our channel, and that was absolutely incredible. I would recommend anybody go see Mini Kiss if you haven't. And I think even our friend Brant from In My Head, he just went and saw Mini Kiss as well and had a great time. His review was fantastic. So did you see his review?
Yeah, I saw his review because I've seen clips of this current version of Mini Kiss. Like the first thing I saw of them, they did a show in West Virginia, and that was like the first video that came up of this current version, and I was kind of thrown away by how more legit they look. The costume on Minnie Paul is the End of the Road outfit.
Yeah,
they're because that's kind of what kind of drove me away from the original version of Mini Kiss. The Super Bowl version of Mini Kiss was the costumes just kind of weren't there exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
And these guys that Arturo, the guy Arturo is the one in charge now.
Yeah,
his costume is on point. Everyone else is kind of there, but still, I mean, I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think it is too. I think his, like you said, his outfit looks great. His performance is great. His stage presence. I mean, he definitely embodies the spirit of the Star Child, and it's super fun to watch. And he's an entrepreneur, so I think he's more thinking about it from a business standpoint. But what he's done with Mini Kiss is fantastic. I mean, their schedule is always booked. They're always on social media posting this, posting that. They were doing shows with Wiz Khalifa. When we saw them, they said they had opened for Wiz Khalifa. I thought that was pretty wild. But yeah, so they're out there, making moves, doing awesome stuff. So we had a great time. And then just recently, we got to see Kiss Army, which I had never heard of Kiss Army, but you said that you had, right?
Yeah, I've heard of Kiss Army. They actually came to my area in like a surrounding county here in Virginia, and I got to go and see them play.
Oh, perfect. There you go. That's awesome. Yeah, I never heard about it, but my mom got tickets for for something else, but she got free tickets for the Kiss Army show, but she couldn't go to it, so she got them for Daphne and I for Christmas, and it was supposed to be January 4th, but it got pushed back to January 17th. But that worked out better for us anyway. We went to this almost like a random place in Ohio, and there was a Sammy Hagar band that was opening, and we did a review on our channel too, so it's all there. But yeah, there was a Sammy Hagar band opening and Kiss Army. And again, we had never seen them before. I don't think I really did too much research on YouTube. I mean, you can obviously go and find a bunch of videos, but I was like, you know what? I just want to, experience this Kiss tribute band for the first time live, without any prior knowledge, just like anybody else would back in the day, going to a club or going to, arena or whatever, seeing Kiss. So we went and made sure to get pretty much like front row, right in front of the stage, right in front of the monitors, which I wouldn't recommend that because for days our ears were ringing. We couldn't hear anything.
Yeah, you said in your review on your podcast that was a terrible idea.
It absolutely was. And what's funny is that we did something similar in 2018 at the Indie Expo when Eric Singer was playing with Ace Frehley, Bruce Kulick, Bob Kulick, and Ace, Bruce, Bob, and Eric, and Todd Kearns. Yeah, they were all playing, and we were just right up on the monitors. And the rest of the night and the next day, it was like muffled hearing. But you know what? It's rock and roll. You do it because you love the music, and we had a great time being there front row. Again, just cheering, fist pumping, and making sure that we were giving them the love they deserved because they were putting so much passion and love into their performance, even though it was a very small stage. I think they've done bigger shows in the past with, pyro and fire breathing and all this stuff. So they really couldn't do that here. But what they did, do was fantastic. You mentioned that one band's light show. I thought that Kiss Army's light show was pretty cool too. I included some footage that we shot in the review that I did on YouTube. So you can kind of get a feel for it there. But yeah, no, I mean, we just had a great time. It was obviously, like you said, getting to see a Kiss tribute band is awesome because Kiss has always been like an escape from reality. And there's, certain things about Kiss that are, familiar, like the blood spitting and the fire breathing and some of these different things, you can anticipate that. And the songs, obviously, we all love the songs, the music. Kiss Army played, it was pretty much an entire 70s set. I would say it was like
Yep.
Kiss Alive and Alive 2 smashed together. It
Yeah.
was fantastic. They did throw in Jailbreak. Did they play Jailbreak at your show, like by Thin Lizzy?
Not that I remember. It was
Okay, for
mostly
sure.
it was mostly strictly the '70s Kiss classics. I,
Yeah,
I
for sure.
know I know they did Harlech Woman and Tomorrow and Tonight.
Oh, nice. Okay, we didn't get Tomorrow and Tonight. That would have been a good one. We did get Hard Luck Woman, and that was awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought it was crazy at the very end. When they did Rock and Roll Night, and then during the breakdown, they all of a sudden switched to Beth, and the drummer was playing the beat to Rock and Roll All Night, but singing Beth, which I thought was kind of wild. And
Right.
then after that, they started playing Jailbreak by Thin Lizzy. And
Yeah.
it seemed kind of random, but Daphne and I noticed that the guy who was playing guitar for the Sammy Hagar band had a Thin Lizzy shirt. We were wondering if maybe that was something that happened backstage, and they thought, why don't we just throw that in for tonight? But they finished it off with Rock and Roll Night. We had a fantastic time. So, yeah, that was a great way to end 2024 and then now begin 2025.
Yeah. Kiss Army is a solid band. I know they've done bigger shows because the show I was at had the Peter Criss drummer, which Brent knows. His name is Steve Clark.
Mm-hmm.
His drum kit would replicate Peter's Love Gun drum set with a gong and everything.
Oh, for sure. See, there you go.
And I was lucky enough that the place they were playing in, where I saw them, he got to do the whole gong and everything.
That's cool. That's awesome. I bet that was great. Yeah, even though it wasn't the full thing here, I mean, it was still great, and it was still very much Peter Criss. I mean, that guy did a fantastic job as far as his look and his performance.
Yeah,
it was on point.
He's got the Peter Criss hairstyle.
Yep, hairstyle, the color, and the makeup and the way he moves his head and everything is perfect. 77 Peter Criss,
which is kind of a personal pet peeve I have when it comes to 70s Kiss tribute bands. When you're trying to replicate Peter Criss, and you got a wig that makes you look like Eric Singer.
For sure.
I'm like,
yeah, no, this is the guy's hair.
I know,
real hair.
That's cool, and that's cool. And some Kiss bands you got the long hair to do that. I personally don't have the right hair. My hair is complete total crap.
Yep, mine too. I'm losing it as the days go by. Yep, I feel you, bro.
Yeah, but no, I mean, well, for mine, I just flat out used the wig.
Oh, okay, there you go. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, you gotta do what you gotta do, right?
Yeah, I mean, for my Kiss band, I just used a wig. I had like a wig that looked like Paul's hair from '98.
For sure.
For Gene's style, it was the same thing.
Really? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Using a wig.
Yeah, I mean,
or '98 hairstyle.
It was for both Paul and Gene's because I flip flop because I'm the main singer. For certain songs, I use Paul's '98 hairstyle wig and Gene's '98 hairstyle wig.
Nice. That's cool though. Psycho Circus. That's like one of my favorite eras. Paul's hair was huge.
Yeah, but no, I've seen Kiss tribute bands that can use their real hair. 11 Kiss and their hair is all natural.
Oh, really? Okay.
Especially the Gene's. That dude's hair is super long.
Is it?
Yeah. I mean, you can tell it's natural because of the way it's just super long, and it doesn't match Gene's poofiness at all.
Gotcha.
But anyways, the Kiss Army that I was telling you about in your Facebook comment section was halfway true. It just wasn't the Kiss Army that you saw. One with Jim Sedette and Gary Stevens.
Mm-hmm.
That's a different Kiss Army, but
Okay.
But Gary Stevens did join the Kiss Army that you guys did see.
Okay, gotcha.
From back in like 2008.
I see.
There
Yeah,
is
I did not know that.
yeah, there is footage on YouTube if you look hard enough where Gary Stevens is playing with Steve Clark's Kiss Army.
Gotcha. I did see some other footage of Kiss Army that had a couple of different members, so maybe it was one of those.
Yeah, and yeah, because I'm a total nerd when it comes to this total shit.
Yeah, no, yeah, you are very much involved, or at least your knowledge of the Kiss tribute scenes way better than mine.
Yeah, Mike Hollins, former bass player of Mr. Speed, was part of Kiss Army also.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of cool.
That is kind of cool. Yeah, like they, will sometimes rotate members, or at least, that's kind of cool though. You leave one band, there's at least somebody else who, may have a job opening. So,
Well, that footage of Mike Collins was in 2019, so that was like years before he got the Mr. Speed gig.
I see. Okay.
So yeah, but no, like both Kiss Armies, one with Jim Setta and Steve Clark's, they're both solid.
Yeah.
But Jim Setta one focused more on 1975's Kiss Alive era. Although because you have Jim Setta as the demon, you tend to cheat a little bit and play more of the later years, like I Love It Loud. Because he's got the voice to sing I Love It Loud.
Yeah.
Gary Stevens, as a Paul Stanley, he's the embodiment of both 75 and 78.
Nice.
Which is kind of funny because I saw a Strutter performance, and Gary Stevens is now in Strutter, and some chick wanted Gary Stevens to sing "Ask Me for Loving You," and of all the Paul Stanleys to hear him, all Paul Stanleys to hear play that song, I would not want Gary Stevens to sing "Ask Me for Loving You."
Not very good.
He would not have the voice for that song.
I see.
It's like when I heard a Kiss band called Alive 75, and we did Modern Day Delilah. The Paul Stanley took a massive shit all over that entire era before playing the song. It's like, what? Why are you playing?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man, come on.
They said, well, this album's a piece of shit. We're playing the best song from that whole album.
Wow. It's a great song. It's a great album too.
Yeah, I know we think that, but like I said, there are certain Kiss tribute bands that should not play certain songs.
Yeah.
And Alive 75 should not be playing Modern Day Delilah. I mean, he didn't sound all that great singing anyway. And if he doesn't
I think Mr. Speed should play that.
Yeah, Mr. Speed, Rich Kosak doesn't mind Tommy and Eric.
Yeah, no. Had they played that before? I feel like they may have, like, several years ago, but that's one that they should play back. They should put back in the set list. I would love to hear Mr. Speed as the unmasked era Kiss with Eric Carr, the Fox.
Yeah.
Play Modern Day Delilah. That would just be perfect.
Like you said, I think it's been a long time since they've actually played that song. It must have been with Joe Hess and Scam Batty.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's been several years, no doubt, but still really cool.
Yeah, since they've kind of been more era focused now, I don't know if that they'll bring the more modern stuff back.
I don't know. It's surprising though that they're still playing Creatures of the Night because that song wasn't even out yet. But they're, Eric Carr, the Fox, so I still get it. But that's awesome. Then
again, they are playing Heavens on Fire, which that album was never out yet in 1980.
Yeah, and I mean, when we saw them in 2015, they played Heavens on Fire, and I just about lost my mind. It was awesome. I think they played Heavens on Fire that night. Either way, I've seen footage of it. It's awesome.
Yeah. I'm just more surprised about Rich Kosak when I saw him in 2024. At the age of 60, he can still kick ass.
He's the best, man. I've seen Mr. Speed, I think 3 times, which isn't really that much compared to some folks, but I mean, all 3 times, I mean, they prove why they're one of the best, if not the best, Kiss tribute band. Because, I mean, Rich Kosak. Every time I spoke to him once at the expo, in the Kiss Expo, and every time ever since then, I always say, "Hey, Star Child 2.0," because I always thought that if there was ever going to be a human incarnation of Kiss that succeeds Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley, if anybody's going to take over as the Star Child, it should be Rich Kosak, just because he embodies that character so well, and he does justice to Paul and his singing and his presence and his aura, his everything, to a T. I've always enjoyed watching his performances. It's fantastic.
Okay. My opinion would be a bit different, not to like diss on Kosak, but my opinion would on Star Child 2.0 would probably be the Star Child from Kiss My Ass.
Oh, really? Okay, for sure.
For all the same reasons that you gave to Kosak, but for one thing, the Star Child is a bit younger and can still jump and do the modern moves.
Yeah.
I would think if there ever would have been a Kiss 2.0 with human beings, not avatars, they would have gone with someone like the Star Child from Kiss My Ass, because they can still do that. Because this guy can do that leg shuffle.
Oh yeah, okay.
I'm not gonna say that Rich couldn't have done it back like when he was younger. He probably could have.
Yeah.
But the guy who's in Kiss My Ass right now, he can do it right now.
Yeah.
And if there ever was going to be a Star Child 2.0 in the near future, they would get someone who's a bit younger and can move around on the stage.
Yeah, no, you're right.
So yeah, like they're both good at what they do. They bring a lot of energy to the character, and they are respectful to the character.
Definitely.
But they're in separate parts of the world.
True, which is good. You know, they can both dominate each of their respective markets.
Yeah. Mr. Speed is dominating, is the number one band here in the States, and Kiss My Ass is one of the best bands in Argentina.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool how it seems like there's, Kiss tribute bands everywhere. I'd like to see a Japanese Kiss tribute band.
There has been, but there's not one that stayed.
Yeah, no, that'd be cool though. I wonder if there is one that we haven't never heard about though. That'd be cool.
I remember seeing some like long ago, but there's not. I don't think there's one anymore. And Kiss has a huge fan base in Japan.
They do, a massive fan base.
Like, I know there's some in Australia. Well, there used to be some in Australia. I don't know if there's some anymore. Like
what, Kiss fans or tribute bands?
There's tribute bands in Australia. There used to be on Australia, but when it comes to Kiss tribute band scene, they're the ones that I hear the most of are from the Spanish fan base. They're the most passionate, and they're doing the most cool shit. Like, also in 2024, a Kiss band played with Bruce Kulick.
Oh, yeah. I feel like I did hear about that.
It was Carnival of Kiss.
Carnival of Kiss, yeah. Man, that's an incredible thing right there.
Yeah. I'll just kind of go over the highlights of what they did. They mostly played Bruce's era of Kiss, like 80s and 90s. They did play Let's Put the X in Sex.
Nice.
They did play. If they ever played any, they did play the 70s stuff, but in the words of Bruce, it's the Alive 3 versions.
Okay.
So they did play Watching You, the Alive 3 style.
Yes.
They played Ask Me for Loving You, the Alive 3 style.
Oh, that's the best one.
Yeah. That is the best style. I wrote a comment on your page where I said that was my introduction to that song when they said when talking about the song, like Kiss went disco. I was like, the fuck are you talking about, man? They didn't sell out and go disco.
Yeah.
It wasn't until I heard the extended version that Kiss did, but 7-minute extended version. It's like, okay,
Oh yeah,
okay, now I know why you're saying Kiss all out and went disco.
yeah. The Jim Burgess remix.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
exists not only on Chikara, but a Psycho Circus single disc.
Wow, for sure.
There's a
I don't
single.
think
There's a single that has Psycho Circus, a remix of Raise Your Glasses, and that I Was Me for Loving You, Jim Burgess remix.
Huh. I have never seen that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's on. I reviewed Psycho Circus, and it's sort of an entirety. That's kind of like one of my, in my opinion, it's like one of my favorite reviews because I kind of reviewed I reviewed a Kiss album and did a whole deep dive on its whole stuff.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And if you do decide to check that out, I will warn you. I gave finally from away to you the finger.
Good warning. Thank you. I don't mind that song as much, but I understand why folks don't like it. It does come across as kind of contrived.
Yeah. I called it, they're making a Beth Part 2 and it fell flat on its ass.
Yeah. Yeah, no, and that's exactly what it was. Yeah.
But
anyways,
always
going to.
Yeah. But anyways, enough of the shameless plugging. Nah. But no, oh fuck, what was I saying?
Oh
yeah, Carnival of Kiss.
the tribute bands?
Carnival
Yes,
of Kiss. Yeah, Carnival of Kiss. They did Jungle off of Carnival of Souls. Which
Nice.
a little bit about me is I think that milestone video is up. Have you seen the milestone video where I view Revenge and Carnival of Souls?
You said it was a recent upload?
It was like one where I hit like maybe 300 subscribers.
Oh, okay.
Where I talk about Revenge and Carnival of Souls.
It sounds familiar, but I honestly don't know right now.
Okay, well, I'm not gonna.
I might have to go back and check it out.
Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna hate you, but if you didn't see it, I'm not gonna unfollow you or something.
No. It sounds familiar, but I can't place where I remember because you mentioned 300 subscribers, and I remember that part. But I don't remember the part about Revenge of the Carnival of Souls, or maybe I do, and I've just forgotten. My memory.
All right.
Horrible.
All right. Cool. All right. That's no big deal, man. Anyways, well, the reason I brought that up is because if you happen to not see it, I will just say this: Carnival of Souls is not one of my favorite Kiss albums from a non-makeup career.
Okay.
Mostly that's because grunge is not a style of music that I get into.
Fair enough.
But I did give that album a fair shake. I gave it like an 8.5 out of 10.
That's not. Hey, I mean, that's a pretty good review.
Well, to be fair to Carnival of Souls, there is like a few songs I do happen to enjoy. Master and Slave is one of my favorite songs off that album.
Yeah, Master and Slave, Rain, In the Mirror, I think is one of my favorites. Jungle's fantastic.
I like In the Mirror. In My Head is a awesome track.
I Confess.
I Confess is pretty awesome. It's like one of Gene's eerier tracks, but I haven't heard in a bit.
Yeah,
like
that's a good one.
There's never been a more eerier Gene track than I Confess.
Yeah. That album's just got some good crunch to it, and there's also got some doom and gloom. There's a lot going on there, but I understand why some folks don't like it because they want that upbeat, positive Kiss, and this is more of a moodier, gloomier, dark Kiss.
Yeah, which I thought Kiss finally had their sound back with Revenge, and then they messed it up with Carnival of Souls.
Yeah, the production-wise, it definitely didn't hold up.
Well, it doesn't help when you got the Allison in Chains producer.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, but the Paul Stanley for Carnival of Kiss, he matches Paul Stanley's Alive 3 voice.
Ooh.
Because especially for Us People 11, because you know how Paul Stanley sounds on Us People 11 during Alive for free.
Oh yeah, when I was been for loving you, yeah, absolutely. Full vocals.
like, I can't get enough. All right.
What enough? Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, no, and it's great because in the Alive 3 version, there's no falsetto. It's full vocals. So that's
Yeah.
always been one of my favorite parts about that version.
Yeah. That's like a really solid version of Most People Loving You. The symphony version is pretty good also.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say between the live versions, it's the symphony and the live 3, which are my top two best ways to listen to it live. Although the symphony one does kind of bring in that disco element.
Yeah, definitely. Alive 4 though is incredible.
Yeah.
All those arrangements were fantastic.
Yeah. Well, hearing kind of like Kiss jam with Bruce Kulick, like, people are saying they need to keep touring with Bruce.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, I'm sure they love to. That's fantastic.
Well, it's kind of like a huge accomplishment because they're like one of the lesser known, they're one of the more newer bands, and when they are dressed up, they dress up in the end of the road outfits.
Do they really? That's cool.
Yeah. They have a stripped down end of the road stage and stuff.
Nice. I'll have to check them out. That sounds really cool.
Yeah. But when they were playing with Bruce, when they went on as themselves, they were dressed up in the Dress to Kill outfits. And I swear to you, I got flashbacks to the 2014 cruise.
Oh, yeah. When they were wearing the John Varvatos suits.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Like it, because the Tommy guy was wearing the white. Paul and Gene were doing like the whole very typical stuff. I was like, this is way too familiar to Kiss in 2014.
That's so cool. I feel like that's probably what they were going for. That's really cool. Again, that's like our era Kiss.
Yeah. Which is cool.
That. Yeah, I dig that.
So do I. But I also dig their main outfits, the end of the road outfits, because there's only two bands that are wearing the end of the road outfits. Them and Kiss Revival.
Kiss Revival. See, I never heard of them either.
Yeah. Well, it's funny. When Kiss Revival does As Me for Loving You, their quote-unquote Tommy Fair jumps up and down when he sings the chorus As Me for Loving You, which Tommy, for real, Tommy Fair does not jump up and down during that song.
No. That's more of like a Gene thing, maybe.
Well, yeah. But that was hilarious. Yeah, Paul would have if he could.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, not the end of the road tour, that's for sure.
Well, there was a brief moment in the Cincinnati show where he did jump during that song.
Oh, did he? Okay.
It was a little hot, but like because that's about all he could do.
Yeah, right. At this point.
Yeah, it wasn't a full blown. I'm gonna leap into the air like he did, like he used to back in like 2010, 12, and 13.
Yeah, like on Kiss Rocks Vegas.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like when he could like bend his knees and jump like in the air with his guitar.
Yeah, jump and then bend his knees and then he would land and then go to his knees and yep.
Yeah. No, on the Cincinnati show, it was like just a little hop.
Just a little hop. Just to know if he could.
Yeah. Which he still could, but I mean, that's about all she wrote on that one.
That's about all. Yeah, one and done.
Yeah. But it was still cool to see him do it.
That's funny.
Yeah. I don't actually know what would happen if he even attempted to bend the knees anymore. Probably do some serious damage.
Yeah, well, I mean, you got to jump up high enough to bend them and then be able to bring them back down again before you land. And I don't think he can get that high anymore. I don't want to see him try.
No, neither do I. Leave it to the guys that still can.
Yeah, leave it to the avatars. They can't break any bones.
Yeah, because what Paul said in the making of the avatars when Gene says now that Paul will be able to jump up like in several thousand feet high, and then his comment was, and it won't hurt anymore.
Yeah, I mean, facts. Yeah, exactly. I can only imagine at this point. How bad that must feel. He had like so many surgeries on his knees and hips and shoulders, I'm sure.
Yeah, probably due to because he was jumping up so many times.
Oh yeah.
Well, he jumped during the show, then he jumped to end the show.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're right. He would jump and do the air splits.
Yeah, which is why he ended it recently with the whole fist pumping.
Yeah, which makes perfect sense.
Which I think he started the fist pumping on the farewell tour, like the original farewell tour.
Mm-hmm.
Which that was cool to like okay, I can't jump anymore. I'll just bring back the whole fist pumping.
Yeah, that's a good substitute.
Yeah. All right. So has Gene kind of started his tour yet? I know Ace started his tour.
Jeans, unless I'm mistaken, I think Jeans is starting in April.
Okay.
So we still got a month and a half, 2 months before Jeans, unless I could be wrong because he keeps adding shows like crazy.
Okay.
So
Yeah. When you uploaded your Gene tour dates on your Facebook page, I had to update my Kiss topic on the Gene tour date stuff.
yeah, I had to update my list right before we did our episode because there was like 3 more dates that got added and I was behind and I was like, oh my gosh, Gene, it's crazy.
Okay, so well since we're here, what shows did Gene add?
Oh, I can't think of them off the top of my head. I can't remember. Yeah,
All
I
right,
can't think of them off the top of my head, but I know they're on his website.
I'll go to his website then. Uh, what's the website?
Is it genesimmons.com?
Oh, dumbass. All right. Okay, so wait. I'm not really seeing anything for all the tour days. I'm just seeing him kind of promoting his money bag stuff and his band merch, and then
Is there a
the
thing up
tours.
top that says like? Is there a thing up top that says like home tour about
There's
shop or
home,
whatever?
there's home, men's, women's, kids. Uh, there's nothing about tour.
Are you on moneybag.com or just genesimmons.com?
I'm shop jeans. Oh, I'm on the wrong stupid store. Oh, here we go. Gene Simmons. No, this is Moneybags. Crap.
Gene's got so many landing pages.
All right, well,
Try Gene Simmons tour.
Gene Simmons tour 2025. Here we go. That's it. Here we go. We got the dates. Okay. The Anaheim, California one, the House of Blues. I already talked about all that stuff. The Paramount Theater in Denver, Colorado. Yeah. Wait. Okay. Clearwater, Florida. That's one I mentioned. Miami Beach. Seems like a new one.
Mm-hmm.
Tallahassee. That's not new. Jacksonville, Orlando, and Beaver Dam, Kentucky. I almost said Beer Dam. That was stupid.
Yeah, I'm going to Beaver Dam.
All right, cool. All right, let me see if there's any new ones on page 1. Okay, versus Auburn, Washington. That's new. Anaheim. That's not new. Mangana, Utah. All right. It seems fairly straightforward. He's added like some, but not that much.
Yeah, it's just a little bit here and there.
All right. Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, Montclair, New Jersey, Red Bank, New Jersey, Northfield, Ohio. I think that was a new one. And Niagara Falls, Canada, Hammond, Indiana. Are you going to that one?
No, Hammond is way up north.
Okay.
Yeah, that one I'm not going to be able to go to.
Brown County Music Center in Nashville.
That one I'll be going to.
Okay. Yeah. So finally we got to the tour dates. Not a lot has changed, but once again, for the third time I had to talk about the tour dates. Gene has not picked my home state or anywhere close to the home state. Not Virginia, not West Virginia, unlike Ace. But like I'm talking about for when 2024 came around, Ace picked Charlestown, West Virginia. That's where I saw him last time Ace went on tour. Unfortunately, Ace did not pick that location for this time.
Gotcha.
So I might be out of luck and not be able to see Gene or Ace.
That's a bummer. Yeah, hopefully they keep on adding dates. I mean, it's still earlier in the year, so we'll see.
Yeah, I'm hopeful that eventually I might get to see the Gene Simmons band. Because this is like what happened like when Gene toured the States last time. He didn't pick Virginia or anywhere close to Virginia for me to actually show up to and to see him. Not that I was expecting to be like but one of the lucky people to go up on stage and sing with Gene.
That'd be really cool.
Yeah. I mean, are you hoping to be like one of the lucky ones?
In Beaver Dam, we'll be in the lawn, so I doubt it. And then in Brown County, I mean, we'll be kind of dead center, but we'll be in the middle. So I don't know if we'll be able to or not. We'll see. We'll see what happens. If so, you'll be able to leave. I'll get a video of that. You'll know if we do. I'll be talking about that for sure.
Yeah. I still think of that one cool performance that Gene did in Lynn when he brought that blind dude out. Name is Brian.
Oh, yeah. I almost forgot about that.
He sang Dr. Love in almost a Gene like an impression. And it's like even Gene got a kick out of that performance.
Oh, I mean, how could you not? That's good stuff.
Yeah, so it's like it was perfect all the way down to the "Let Me See Your Hands" to the whole way he sang the song.
Yeah, that's good.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, if that was me, I'd do the same shit.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, absolutely.
I mean, not just because I do a Kiss band and do a Kiss tribute both ways. Like, I did a Kiss tribute by singing the songs and posting them to my YouTube page, but I got that Kiss passion in me where I want to just want to show it.
Just shout it out loud, right?
Exactly. Yeah, I've always had that passion where I've just, wanted to show it off.
That's good.
And that's kind of where me singing Kiss songs and showing it on YouTube just kind of came from. It may not be everyone's favorite thing.
But who cares, right? As long as you enjoy it.
Yeah. I may not be like the world's greatest vocalist. I've never bragged about that.
That's all right, as long as you're having fun, right?
Yeah. But anyways, I think we've kind of exhausted this topic.
Yeah, this has been fun. This has been a great time, man. I really appreciate you having me on talking about Kiss tribute bands. Hopefully we can see more. I know Strutter's got some dates in Ohio, but I won't be able to go see those. But hopefully I can go see Mr. Speed or somebody.
Yeah. Before we do close up shop tonight, Xander, I do have like one thing to show you. It's like a recent Kiss thing I found at a thrift store.
Oh, okay, let's go.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a hold up. We're not calling this the collector's corner because you own the name to that.
For sure. I think it's pretty unoriginal, but let's go ahead.
Yeah. So I found these two Kiss records at a local thrift store, which is pretty rare because finding Kiss,
no doubt.
Finding Kiss in my area of Virginia, damn near impossible.
Wow.
So I'm going to show this one off first because I think this one was the score of the year.
That is awesome.
All right, so this is Rock and Roll Over, but you're probably wondering what's special about this Rock and Roll Over. It does not have the tier.
Okay, I was looking,
but what it does have is it's got bits.
Oh, the order form. That's good stuff, man. That's a good find.
Yeah. It also has the
sleeve,
which
pretty good condition.
Yeah, which my 2018 vinyl of Rock Roller has the same sleeve. It repackaged it close to the same style. Just minus this cool little slip.
Right.
Because I think in 2018, it's like who's going to be using this? And if you look very closely, it was used.
Oh, interesting.
So, in the words of Rick, non-mint means more fun.
Bingo. 100%. Good reference.
Yeah. So, so don't sue me, Rick. All right. So, the record is in good shape. I love a good Casablanca original thing right here.
The label, yeah, that looks good.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we don't have the blue with a camel.
Oh, okay. Well.
But ever since I got into 8-tracks, I kind of like seeing the ones with the Casablanca sleeve, with the 8-tracks, that is.
Yeah.
But speaking of 8-tracks, I got a whole separate video I plan to do when I don't have to worry about my voice crapping out. Like
about 8-tracks.
8-tracks and all the Kiss stuff I got over the last part of 2024, and that's great. This doesn't want to go back in.
I know, I hate that. Sometimes mine do that too. Where the inside fold of the vinyl will catch the jacket or catch the sleeve.
Yeah. Ain't that a bitch? Anyways, I'll worry about that later. Probably when we're done closing up. Anyways, I got Creatures of the Night.
I can't believe you found that in the wild, man. That's just too cool.
Yeah. Now, there's nothing really special about Creatures of the Night. It's not the glow in the dark version that Jeb showed on his vinyl tech, which I saw that video, by the way, and subbed to his channel, by the way, and left him a comment.
Oh, good. Thank you. I'm sure he appreciates that.
Yeah. There's nothing really special about this one. It's just a typical average one. The label here is pretty cool. If you look at if I can get the label, get a nice note about label.
Nice. Yeah, those are good finds, man.
Yeah. There are some records that I would go back to that first store and grab. There are some Kiss records. There's like the 70 solo albums. there's the debut album. I would not get Unmasked because there's a huge scratch on that on side 2.
Bummer.
Yeah. So for the, I would also be having to re-show these two for the same video. It's like a huge. It's a new collection update.
Yeah. Okay.
So you're not seeing everything in this video. You're seeing a brief sneak preview.
Okay, for sure. Well, thank you for the sneak preview. That's a good sneak preview right there.
Yeah. So, anyways, that's it for I guess we can call this Collector's Corner ripoff.
Sure, absolutely. Yeah, no, that was great. That was fantastic.
All right, cool. All right, so Xander, once again, it's always great having you on here. Thank you for being a part of Kiss Topic and talking about Kiss tribute bands.
Thank you for having me. It's been a lot of fun, and thank you for showing me a sneak preview. Can't wait to see the rest of it in the next video.
Yeah, that video is going to need some time to cook. It's not quite finished yet.
I'm sure it'll be worth the wait.
Yeah, as always, it's been great having you on. Looking forward to whatever stuff you got planned for this year.
Oh, thank you. I got plenty planned. Trust me.
Yeah, as do I. I gotta work on another album review. Got some other videos. I got some other videos planned. Like for this, I got an upcoming box set video.
Ooh, okay, interesting. Can't wait for that.
Yeah. And what will that video be? What will that box set be? Well, you have to wait and find out.
Ooh, can't wait.
Yeah. Well, anyways, man, thank you for being a part of this episode. It's been a lot of fun. Always great having you on here. We'll have to do this again.
Absolutely. I totally agree. Thanks for having me.
All right. And also, this will be the first Kiss Topic video that will be advertised on my Facebook page. So if you haven't already known, I do have a Facebook page to promote my stuff on my multiple channels.
Absolutely.
And thank you for being one of the first people to follow that Facebook page.
Yeah, I saw it and thought, whoop, like, follow.
Yeah. All right, so let's do this. All right, this has been the Kiss Topic of discussing our tribute band experiences. Hope you liked it. Until next time, we'll see you around. See ya.